I sold over 350 million pesos of my own digital products and programs online. And in this video, I'll show you exactly, step by step, on how to get started in this very unique business. Okay, now, pag-usapan natin, what do I exactly mean pag sinabi mong digital products? Actually, maraming klaseng digital products. This can be a simple template, say an Instagram post template that social media can use, a social media manager can use. It could be an Excel spreadsheet that can help, analytics people, or say a bookkeeper to get a faster result, for example. It can be a Sudoku game. It could be a recipe. It could be a game or app. Those are technically still digital products. And of course, yung mga many common sa info marketing space or education marketing space, these are ebook, audiobook, and in video courses. But in this entire video, what I'm going to show you step by step is how to get started with a simple ebook business. Because I believe if you are new into this business, releasing your own ebook is the best way and the fastest way to get started. And to make it even easier for you to get started, I'm going to include some resources, some prompts that you can use to use ChatGPT or AI, some templates that you can use as well to get started again with a simple ebook business. Okay, now, pag sinabi nating ebook, okay, these are computer file. Primarily, it is in PDF or yung Adobe Acrobat file. That is like the most common format pag sinabi nating ebook. You can have a different format on different platform like mga ebook readers and stuff. But usually pag sinabi nating ebook, these are normally PDF because in that format, you can read the file or you can read the ebook regardless whether you use an Samsung or iPhone or Android or iOS. You can read the file with your desktop, with your laptop. So that's why it's called PDF, meaning it's a portable data format. So again, you don't need any special device just to read these ebooks. Now, before we continue, I would like to answer some of the most common questions that we receive whenever they first hear about ebook business or selling ebook or digital product. Of course, one of the most common is, Sir John, may bibili pa ba ng ebook? Lahat nasa Google na. Lahat nasa YouTube University na. Right? And believe me, I've been doing this since 2006, 2007, and I started coaching in 2013. That is like the most common even up to this day. Ngayon, iba na. Sasabihin naman nila, uy, ngayon meron ng AI or ChatGPT. Meron pa bang bibili ng mga ebooks or digital products? Now, I understand. Pagka yung mga bagay na hindi natin alam, you're new into this one, naturally, you ask those questions. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? But if you search the internet, you search online, you will see that the ebook business or selling information is actually a billion-dollar industry that, again, most people are not aware of. So I always tell to people, you see, it's easy to assume na because yung information nasa internet na or nasa YouTube na, for example, it's easy to assume that people will find it easily. So ibig ko sabihin is this. When people would like to find information, ideally something that solves a problem, you can search online, fine. That will eat up a lot of their time. Ngayon, with AI or ChatGPT, they don't even know what kind of questions to ask this AI technology to get the results that they want. So again, the reason people buy ebook and digital products, it's not simply because of the information, but because it saves them a lot of time. So just imagine you want to learn something na step by step on a certain information or a certain industry. Okay? You can sure go to YouTube, but normally hindi kompleto. Normally, you have to watch different videos, right? Google is the same thing. You search online, you go through different website. Si AI ni hindi mo nga alam kung ano exactly yung itatanong mo. Normally, it gives you not enough result or even yung iba inaccurate results because again, the technology is there. But if you don't know how to use the technology, then you will not still get the results that you want. That is why having a digital product, ebook, is like telling to people, hey, nandirito na lahat. You don't even have to waste your time. Here's everything. Okay, now, pag-usapan natin, ano bang klase pag sinabing ebook? Ano ba yung laman? Right? Ano ba yung mga topic na binibili ng tao? Because that's the most important part of this entire training is knowing what people or what content that people are willing to take out their wallet or to pay you or hand you their money. Dahil hindi lahat ng information is sellable. So kung ang laman ng ebook mo, paano lang magpalit ng bumbilya, which very basic, yes, you're right, wala talagang bibili nun. Okay? So when I say ebook, I'm talking about non-fiction. Okay? So these are not stories, these are not poem. These are how-to step-by-step guide. Okay? So these are not like ebook. Pag sinabi natin ebook, these are not like 300 pages na parang gusto mong manalo ng New York Times best-selling author. That's not how it is. Normally, it's a compact, step-by-step guide that trying to solve a problem. That's a very important thing. Okay? So again, hindi lang siya computer file, it solves a specific problem. The most common analogy that I tell to people when creating digital products in general is this. I always ask people, ano bang mas madaling ibenta? Vitamins or pain reliever? I would like you to ask yourself really quick. Okay? Now, here's the thing. Pag ang ipin mo ay masakit at hindi ka makatulog, kahit 2:00 ng umaga, pupunta ka malamang sa drugstore to buy a pain reliever, right? Pero ang vitamins, nalilimutan pa nga natin, di ba? Kaya normally, ako meron akong parang container ng mga vitamins ko from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, just to make sure that I'm taking my vitamins, right? Because again, that is the thing with vitamins. So in other words, mas madaling ibenta ang pain reliever. So, when you are in pain, you go to a drugstore, tama? Wala namang persuasive salespeople there that will make you buy their stuff, right? Meron lang pharmacies, tatanungin ka, anong problema? Okay, here you go, here's the medicine, take it 3 times a day, or take it once a day, whatever, right? Because again, you are in pain. So, one of the major things that I need you to grasp and understand that when we say digital product or ebook, we are trying to solve a certain problem of the market. Now, I would say that the most common, sabihin na natin yung mga biggest industry rito is within the health, wealth, and relationships. Pero malawak yun eh, right? Which part of the health, wealth, and relationships ba yung kinakailangan mong pasukin? Okay? So you have to narrow down. Okay? So again, this topic or this ebook, hindi to broad topic na how to be healthy or how to become a better father or parent, right? Or how to improve your relationship. No, those are very generic advice na sure enough, kung meron kang ganung product, digital product, very likely walang bumibili. And you might be scratching your head, Sir John. I created this ebook. I publish it, right, on a certain website or whatnot. Why nobody is selling it? Because it is very generic. And nobody wants a generic advice. Okay, now I'm going to give you an example. So for example, you are a single mom or a single dad, for example. You are a single dad, okay, and dahil naging busy ka over the years sa pagpapalaki ng anak mo, you've been out of the dating world, so to speak. Okay, now you decided to be in a relationship again, right? But this time again, dahil nga many years ka nang hindi mo alam where to go, where to get started with dating, tama? So, for example, na kung pumunta ka sa isang bookstore, like you're going through a physical book, at 2 libro yung nakita mo. Alright? Yung first book, you went to that relationship category. Yung first book, it says dating advice. Oh, okay. That's what you wanted, right? And then, but beside that book, it says dating advice for single dad. So sa tingin mo, anong pipick upin ng single dad? Of course, yung second book. Why? Because it is a custom-made and custom fit for them. So that's another advice. Pag sinabi nating digital product or ebook, hindi siya basta generic advice. Sure, it solves a problem, but the second part is that product should fit or meet the criteria o yung mismong target market mo. So in other words, you cannot say, okay, this ebook is for every mom, for every dad, for every Filipinos, or for every Christian, or for every parents, or for every, workers, for example, sa church, or whatever your favorite topic is. You have to narrow it down. Okay, so I'm going to give you another example. So for example, you decided, you want to go in a weight loss market. Nakita mo maraming kumikita, it's a big problem of the market, right? Now you start to think, okay, I'm going to create an ebook on how to lose weight. Okay, that's a great place to start because again, maraming tao willing to lose weight. They obviously paying money, right? Sa mga gym memberships, pills, or mga liposuction, and it's a proven market kaya napakalaki ng industriya na yon. But here's the thing. If you will release an ebook simply that says how to lose weight, that will not sell. Okay? Because napakarami ng competition. That's a big promise that many products and courses and coaches and trainers promises, right? So then, how are you going to separate yourself from the competition? You have to narrow down. The first thing is you have to narrow down who do you want to serve. I know it's like a common sense, but I guess it's not a common practice because I believe sa Philippines kasi meron tayong sari-sari store mindset eh. Diba? Ano yung sari-sari store? Well, from the name itself, sari-sari ang binibenta mo, sari-sari. But that is because limitado lang naman the number of people that you can serve sa sari-sari store mo. Tama? Kung nakatayo siya sa labas ng subdivision or village or sa kanto ng corner ng street ninyo, ang mga bibili lang naman sa sari-sari store mo, yung mga nakatira, nagtatrabaho, or maybe napapadaan doon everyday. And that's it. But sa internet, you have a global market. That's one of the biggest benefits of this online business is you can serve to anyone from any part of the world. They can be your customers. So ngayon, balik tayo dun sa question natin. Okay, if you want to serve or you want to sell on how to lose weight, how do you narrow it down? So I want you to pause and think about it. There are different reasons people why they want to lose weight. Okay? Number one, obviously the most common because, sinabihan sila ng doktor, hey, pag hindi ka pumayat, mapapaaga ng 3 years ang buhay mo. Right? There are people who want to lose weight because malapit na yung wedding nila. Right? Yung mga kababaihan, mga bride, or even groom. They want to look good sa kanilang wedding. They want to to be in their perfect shape. That can be a market. Right? There are people who want to lose weight because they are athletic or they are an athlete or they want to make a basketball team. Okay? There are people who want to lose weight because they are diabetic. Okay? They may not be super obese, but because diabetes is the problem, that can be one. So those are different markets that you can choose to serve. Okay? So again, do not serve everyone because if you serve everyone, then you have no customers. Okay? So far, nalaman na natin, first, it has to be a non-fiction. Okay? Non-fiction, how-to information. The second one is it must solve a problem of a specific target market. So one of my most successful ebook is how to memorize Bible verses because I started in this world. Wala naman ako expertise, knowledge, or something like that. But I discovered early on that a lot of people in the Christian market are struggling to memorize Bible verses. Again, imagine, bago pa lamang rin po ako sa industriya na to. I'm still figuring out how things work, what will sell, why some product don't sell that much, while there are products that sells a lot. Okay? So initially, ang target ko, okay, so I have a how-to information, check, right? It solves a problem, memorization problem, check. But then yung third one was a problem for me in the beginning when I tried to market and sell it. Because nasa isip ko, okay, lahat ng Christian would probably be a customer, right, for this ebook. But I was very wrong. I was wrong. Why? Because again, dahil nga wala akong alam sa marketing and selling, I assume that everyone or every Christian should be interested in here. One thing that I've learned as I market and sell that ebook, which I sold over $500,000 or over 25 million pesos from that one digital file is this. Yung mga interesado lang on how to memorize Bible verses, normally they are pastors, they are preachers, people who basically share the message, exhort, or yung mga devout Christians. So, when I start to market and sell my product, those are the people that I target sa mga sales and marketing materials ko, which of course we will discuss in this entire video training. But it is very, very, very important na yung pinag-uusapan natin so far, these are the foundation of a successful ebook business. That is because one of the most common mistake people make when they would like to start in this ebook business, the very first question actually they ask is, Sir John, where should I sell my ebook? Because ang nasa isip nila, ang sikreto nasa platform. That's where you're gonna sell a lot. But here's the thing, your question might be right. But if you ask the question on the wrong time or na wrong sequence, maaring mali yung sagot na makukuha mo o hindi mo makukuha yung resulta na gusto mo. So I'm gonna give you an example. Kunwari, magbe-bake ka ng cake. Okay? So meron kang ingredients, merong flour, sugar, egg, and so on and so forth. Tama? So hindi mo naman basta sa pagsasama-samahin mo lang eh. And then suddenly, yes, you have a very good cake or bake, naging successful yung cake na binake mo. Of course not. It's the same thing with my phone number. Even if I give you my phone number, the digits of my phone number, but if I give it to you in a wrong sequence, matatawagan mo ba ako? Hindi, dahil mali yung pagkakasunod-sunod ng digits or numbers. So when people start in this online business, ganun yung thinking nila. Malaman lang nila kung anong platform magiging successful na yung ebook business nila. Malaman lang nila on how to run Facebook ads, thinking na yun yung sikreto, magiging successful na yung ebook business nila. Absolutely not. Because there is no marketing or selling strategy will help you kung yung product mo mismo hindi gusto at hindi hinahanap ng tao. Okay, now let's go into more details. Paano mo malalaman kung ano yung mga product na hinahanap ng tao? A very good question. O ano ba yung product, Sir John, na mabibenta? It's a very good question. So later on, I'm gonna walk you through some of my strategy that I use, okay? And we're gonna use yung mga manual, traditional way if you want to validate it. And of course, we're gonna use AI, ChatGPT, specifically on how to figure this out. But at least now you know na hindi lahat ng ebook bibenta, and it should be something that solves a problem. So obviously, the most basic one is you go to a marketplace. Marketplace, parang sinabi natin tulad ng Amazon. You go there, you go check the best sellers on a certain category. Pipili ka muna ng isang category that you are interested in. It could be in a relationship, could be finances, could be marketing, it could be business, whatever, right? You can start with whatever field that you are in or career that you are in. Go in there, and then not many people know this. You can actually sort it based on popularity. In fact, if Amazon itself have a bestseller list, listahan siya ng mga pinakamabibentang libro. Again, iiwasan na yung mga non-fiction. Baka kasi may mga nakita kang libro doon ng mga sikat na artista or celebrity or whatnot. You might be thinking, oh, kala ko ba non-fiction? Bakit itong mga biographies ni ganitong artista bumibenta? Well, sikat sila. Well, unfortunately, ikaw at ako, malamang hindi tayo sikat. So, we have to use yung common sense. Okay, again, what we're trying to do is to create a non-fiction book that solves a specific problem of our target market. One of my favorite low-key, sabihin na natin, hindi alam ng lahat, is Facebook groups. That is right. Because ang Facebook group, normally, they already have a gathering, right? O yung tinatawag kong pag sinabi nating a congregation, right? What is the first thing that comes to mind? You think about church, you think about a group of people. Ang Facebook group, normally, naka-segment na yan. Okay? Naka-group na agad yung certain group of people that they share the same interest. Of course, except dun sa mga group na nagbebentahan lang classified ads. But generally, pag sinabi mong Facebook group, right? These are people with the same interests. So what you can do is go to one of your Facebook group, okay, that you belong. There's a search function on that group. Click on that, and then type mo yung problem na help. Type the word help, or type the word problem, or in Filipino, help naman, or type the word how to, and you'll be surprised different questions, different problems that they are raising. So these are hints and clues na kung ano ba yung next na product na gagawin mo o ano ba yung product na mabenta. Another thing that you can do in a Facebook group is you ask them. Of course, you're not gonna ask if you're gonna sell because they're gonna kick you out. Normally, sa mga Facebook group, you are not allowed to sell. But you can go there and ask a simple question. So, for example, nasa Facebook group ka ng mga newbie photographer, right? So you can ask like, hey, what is your single biggest question about X? Ano yung X? And this can be a topic that they might be interested in, right? So for example, you belong on a certain group ng mga nagki-keto diet. Okay? So you can go there, hey, what is your single biggest question about keto diet? Okay? So for example, you belong in a group ng mga social media marketer or people who market their Instagram account, for example, para mas specific. You can go there, hey, what is your single biggest question about marketing on Instagram or growing your list or growing your followers on Instagram? Okay? So again, what is your single biggest question about blank? Blank is the most common problem. So I did that, say, in one of my demonstration, I went to a group of mga makeup artists, right? So what is your single biggest question about, say, launching a makeup artist business or becoming a makeup artist, or na-discover natin, like, what is your single biggest question about getting clients? Kasi sa research ko, nakita ko that's one of the biggest questions. And sure enough, those are the questions that they've raised. And again, those can be an entire ebook. It could be a chapter of your ebook. So again, what are we trying to do in here? We're trying to find the problem of the market and then create a digital product that solves that problem. So yung format, yung platform, quite frankly, these are just secondary. Because yung format, you can actually sell this, ilagay mo lang yung computer file, yung ebook mo, into a Google document, bigyan mo sila ng access, viola. You can email to them, viola. So there are so many ways actually to deliver your product. But the key there is, again, there has to be a problem, it has to be a how-to, non-fiction, and there has to be a specific market that you are serving. I know, paulit-ulit ako, but because that is the foundation of all this digital product business na pinag-uusapan natin. Alright, now let's go to the best part, and probably marami sa inyo inaabangan ito. Sir John, how do I use AI or ChatGPT to help me with this? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to my computer and I'm gonna demonstrate to you exactly on how to use AI or specifically ChatGPT. Pero yung ibibigay ko pong prompt or advice sa inyo can work with nearly any AI technology. But because I'm a fan of ChatGPT and basically that's what I use 99.999% of the time, okay, yun yung gagamitin natin na tool. Let's go. All right, so one of the biggest mistakes people make when using AI or ChatGPT, for example, sila mismo hindi malinaw on exactly what you want to do. You see, AI, this ChatGPT, for example, it is a very, very powerful machine. So imagine mo, ang namamaneho mo lang yung typical na, say, motorsiklo or sasakyan. But then suddenly you have like this really expensive sports car na ida-drive mo. Now, if you don't know what you're gonna do or what you're doing, you're gonna crash and burn. Tama? Or bumili ka ng mamahaling DSLR camera with an expensive lens. Ang alam mo lang gamitin yung, so for example, yung sa phone mo. So you will not be maximizing the power and the opportunity right in front of you. And same thing with AI. So that is why what I teach before I go to ChatGPT or AI is yung tinatawag kong Clarity Sentence Framework, and you can see it on your screen right now. So basically, before we even ask AI or ChatGPT to write an ebook for us. Again, what we're trying to do in here is to make money, okay? We're not trying to become a New York Times best-selling author, okay? We're trying to find a topic na bibenta, na almost guaranteed kikita tayo ng pera. How much, of course, it depends, but everything starts with this clarity sentence framework. So what exactly this clarity sentence framework is? Okay, tatlong bagay lamang ito, parang fill in the blank. It's very simple, but again, before you ask AI to write, you should fill this out first. The first thing is yung, number one, target market. Okay, so yung entire sentence, by the way, it says, I help blank who are struggling with blank through blank. So tatlo lang. Again, the first one is target market. Sino ba yung target market mo? Sino ba yung gusto mong pagsilbihan? Right? So typically, what I ask people is, look around you. Huwag ka nang lumayo. Okay? So if you're a parent and you love parenting, you may want to start there. If you are an engineer or you're a software developer, or you love certain hobbies or sports, huwag ka nang lumayo within that area. Sure, there might be bigger, better opportunities sa iba't ibang topic or niches, but if you're not really interested on that, hindi mo rin naman ipupush through eh. So there is no point of pursuing bigger, more profitable niches on market, tapos hindi ka naman magfa-follow through. Okay, so go start where you are. If you love basketball, you love playing guitar, right? You love parenting. You're passionate about public speaking and all those kind of stuff. So that's where you should start. Again, first one is target market. So when I first entered in this industry 17, 18 years ago, I'm a Christian. So naturally, I would start there, okay? So I help blank, or I help Christians, right? Or I help single mom, or I help aspiring entrepreneurs. If you're a pastor, or I help pastors, or like me, if you're a business owner, I help business owner. If you have experiences in restaurant, or I help restaurant owner, all those kind of stuff, right? So pipili ka lang ng isa, okay? So again, do not think like a sari-sari store, okay? So I would like to give you permission, or I will give you permission to be narrow-minded, okay? Ito na yung time na okay lang maging makitid ang utak mo. Okay? So that's where we start. Okay? The target market. The second part is yung problem and desires. Okay? It is easy to assume, so for example, you're a single mom. It is easy to assume that you fully grasp ang problema ng mga single mom because you feel like, oh, I'm a single mom. Or you are a parent na yung anak mo may ADHD, or yung anak mo merong autism. It's easy to assume that you fully grasp every parent out there because you are one of them. But of course, that's a big mistake because we all live in a bubble. So for example, ako, business owner, I'm not assuming that I understand, fully grasp the challenges ng many business owners out there because we all live in a bubble. Yung buhay natin, yung perspective natin sa buhay based lamang sa personal experience natin. So number two, that this is the time where we will ask AI for help para again, fully mag-grasp natin yung problema ng market. Remember, in this business, we are trying to what? Solve people's problems so that way, mas madaling bigyan nila tayo ng pera because we help them. Okay, so that's the thing. And then the third one, yung core concept or yung unique mechanism. Because you might be asking, or at the back of your head, you are thinking, Sir John, may bibili pa kaya ng ebook ko or digital product ko? Eh, meron ng expert on this, right? You go international expert. There are many YouTubers out there, for example, or content creator as well. And they have, credentials and years of experience, this and that. Believe me, the answer is yes, okay? And this core concept, yung number 3, o yung unique mechanism natin, this will separate you from the competition, okay? So again, this is an entire full course that I'm giving you right now. So people charge me for, rather people pay me to go through with this, but I'm gonna giving it to you for free. Okay, so again, we're gonna walk here step by step. So you have to stay with me, and I understand you may have to rewind this again and again. That is okay. Again, confusion, normal lang yan. Okay, so umpisa. Dahil hindi ka natututo kung hindi ka confused. So hindi ka nalilito. So it's okay kung medyo nalilito ka in the beginning. Alright? Okay, so ngayon, fill up na natin yung ating Clarity Sentence Framework. So I help blank. So again, this will be depends on you. Okay, para just for the sake of this demonstration. At yung recent workshop na ginawa ko, we use yung aspiring virtual assistant. Okay? In my workshop, I ask people para mas engage kami. I ask them, okay, sino yung gusto nyong i-target natin, right? Obviously, there are a lot of them. There are hundreds of people. And they give me different target market. Okay? I help aspiring virtual assistant. Right? So ngayon, the next question is, okay, ano ngayon yung major problems and desires nila? Okay? And this is where ChatGPT will come in, and I'm gonna explain to you guys even more how to pick a problem na may pera. Because again, remember, hindi lahat ng problema ay gusto na lang solusyonan, or hindi lahat ng problema willing silang magbayad. Okay? Let's go to ChatGPT. Go. Okay. So now, nandito ngayon tayo sa ChatGPT. Okay? Just Google ChatGPT or go to chatgpt.com. It is for free. All you need is your Google account. Just enter your usual Gmail or Google account or connect your Google and Gmail account. Viola, meron ka na nito. They have a paid version, pero uunahan ko na kayo, you don't even have to pay the paid version in the beginning. Because I don't want to make it an excuse or an alibi for people to launch an online business because sabihin nila, wala kasi akong pera, wala akong kapital. The excuses that I've heard a million times, okay? Million times ko na pong narinig yan, but quite frankly, it's just an excuse for many people not to pursue yung dream business nila because it is okay, it's easier for many people mag-delay ng decision rather than take action. And one of the reason na is, or one alibi is yung capital. Okay? But so far, sa entire training natin, as you can imagine, or as you can see, I'm not asking you to buy or purchase anything. Alright? So pretty cool. Okay, so once you have here in ChatGPT, ignore nyo muna yung mga nasa left side ko because I've been using this for almost 3 years now, so I have a lot of customization and stuff like that. So this is again ChatGPT and AI. So what we're trying to do, if you're gonna remember sa ating pong Clarity Sentence Framework, is we would like to discover ano ba yung problem ng target market natin that they're willing to pay for. Okay, so that's the thing. So okay, so again, as a reminder, everything po na prompt na nagagamitin ko for this entire video will be available sa description ng ating video. Okay, so do not worry about the exact text na nilagay ko, and so on and so forth. Okay? Again, I'm gonna give you a copy for that. Okay? So here's the text. Okay? But I'm gonna walk you through first. So in here, isa-isay natin. Okay? Okay? Hihimayin ko lang sa inyo. Okay? So in here, I'd like to create an ebook that helps, palitan natin, yung aspiring, remember, virtual assistant. Okay? So yun yung target market natin. Okay? Again, depends kung sino yung gusto mong targetin. So the first thing mapapansin niyo is nagbibigay agad tayo ng context sa AI, ChatGPT. Ibig sabihin ng context is like, bakit ba natin ito ginagawa? Or bakit ba? Or anong purpose? So that's very important. Okay? Now, in here, the second line is we ask them to, or rather, ihimayin ko sa inyo ha, para mag-grasp ninyo, so that you will be able to use this not just on creating digital products in so many ways. Okay? Para makita niyo yung mindset, the thinking behind it. Okay? The second part is help me find the biggest and most urgent problem that this market has. 2 words. Biggest and most urgent. Okay? Gusto natin yung malaking problema because typically, pag malaking problema, gusto na lang solusyonan. Pero hindi naman lahat ng malaking problema, willing ang lahat solusyonan or feeling nila hindi nila masusolusyonan. So there's no point. Okay? So again, what we're trying to do in here is a topic your ebook na marketable, na sellable. Because again, I don't want you to come with me, Sir John, I create an ebook, pero wala namang bumibili. Well, did you did your market research? Did you see na maraming nagbebenta niyan? Do you, and all those kind of stuff, all right? Biggest and most urgent problem. Malaking problema, urgent. Ibig sabihin yung mayroong urgency na masolusyonan. Okay? Pag ang isang tao na kasalubong mo, dumudugo ang leeg, okay? That definitely, good, let's go to the hospital right now. Hindi yung 3 days from now. Okay? You know what I'm saying? We call it a bleeding neck. Okay? Gusto mo yung merong bleeding neck yung market. Okay? So now the third one is with the highest demand for solution. Okay? So the third sentence, okay? Sana hindi ko accidentally mahitang enter. And with the highest demand for solutions. Again, what we're trying to do is basically telling AI, gusto ko yung naghahanap talaga sila ng solusyon sa problema nila. Again, that's where the money is, yung demand. Highest demand. Okay? May solusyon. Now, in here, basically, pinasa-summarize lang naman natin. Okay, provide a list of top 10 specific and detailed problems. We want specific. Ayaw natin yung the vague statement. Okay? Specific detailed problems and frustrations that they face. Okay, remember? Yung part 2 ng ating clarity sentence framework is we would like to know ano ba yung problema nila. Exactly. Okay? Do not assume that you understand. Okay? Uulitin ko lang yung sinabi ko, we live in a bubble and do not assume that you fully grasp them. Okay? So, once we've asked yung top 10, okay, because there might be a lot of problem na hindi mo alam, so we would only ask for the top 10. Okay? And then from there, ipapa-arrange natin. So, once nakuha na ng AI, gusto kong sabihin sa AI, hey, i-arrange mo nga based on urgency and demand for solution. So, basically, we're telling AI or ChatGPT, hey, ilagay mo nga sa top ng list yung problema nila na urgent at talagang naghahanap agad sila ng solusyon. Oh, hey, again, I'm assuming you want to sell immediately, hindi 3 years from now. So that's why we are trying to do all these things. Okay? And in your answer, the last line, very simple lang naman ito. Parang bigyan lang tayo ng konting insight. What is it all about? In your answer, please provide detailed insight in each category why they'd like to solve this problem immediately. So we're just asking a little bit of details. Bakit ba nila gusto itong masolusyon? You know what? When you do this, play around with it one time. Pick a niche market na completely wala kang idea. And you'll be surprised that by the end of this simple workshop, you will know more about that market because of this simple exercise that I'm giving you. All right? Okay. I know excited na. Click, hit enter. Boom. Okay. So habang naglo-load yung ChatGPT, I would like to give you a quick but important tip. When you work with AI, because again, it's a very powerful machine. Like imagine mo, best friend mo, na super talino, na super daming alam. One of the reason na nag-hallucinate sila because when a user like you and me, we give them a vague information. Alam mo yun, yung walang detalye. Diba? Parang, hey, kain tayo. Nagugutom ako. Okay, ano bang gusto mo kainin? Magkano ba yung budget mo? Saan direction mo ba gusto mo pumunta? Gusto mo ba fine dining? You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to be more specific. So, what I suggest is when you work with on a certain project, so for us, launching an ebook business, as much as possible, not as much as possible, do it on one session. So do not click new chat whenever you ask a new question sa AI. Just go here, kumbaga lahat ng product development natin, dito natin gagawin in just one chat session. So that way, alam ni AI yung context ng pinag-uusapan ninyo. Pag nag-click ka kasi ng new chat, it's like a completely new conversation. Baka hindi ma-carry over yung mga previous conversation ninyo. Though si ChatGPT, meron naman ang memory ngayon yan. But again, it's just a best practice just to stay on one session. Alright? Okay. Now, let's go back sa ating results. Tingnan natin. Okay? Okay. So, again, the result may vary between you and me because I've been using AI for ChatGPT is for almost 3 years now. Alam niya na ang target market ko is Philippine market. So may mga assumption na agad sila siya sa akin. Kaya may makikita nyo dyan merong Tagalog na agad. Okay? So may mga tag list na dyan because alam ni ChatGPT, yun yung personal preference ko. So do not be shocked. Sir Joe, bakit puro English sa akin? Do not worry. Okay? We're just in a market research phase anyways in the beginning. So, here's the thing. Nagbigay siya ng 10 as we requested. Okay? And then nagbigay siya ng top 10 niya. Okay? In-arrange niya. Ito daw yung number 1 problem in some details. Okay, so puntahan ngayon natin. Hindi natin pupuntahan yung 10, but just for the demonstration, we'll just go na top 3. Number 1, the biggest and most urgent problem daw ng mga aspiring virtual assistant is this: getting their first paying client. Walang makuha ang client, right? Bakit daw? Because many aspiring VAs feel stuck in learning modes for months or years. Ano yun? Puro aral, hindi naman kumikita ng pera kasi walang kliyente. So yun daw yung biggest. So you can create an entire ebook just for this specific. Okay? You're not talking about scaling, putting up an agency, or managing multiple clients. No. Just one thing. Ano yun? Getting their first paying client. Alright? Again, narrow topic. So do not assume that you're gonna serve every virtual assistant in the world. Okay? Pipili ka lang. Kita nyo, aspiring virtual assistant, one major topic. Ano yun? Their first paying client. So, there you go. Easy, 500 pesos na e-digital product. I mean, think about it. If you help someone get a client, say, bayaran sila ng, I don't know, 30, 50,000 per month. Would it be worth to pay you 500 pesos, malaman lang nila makakuha ng first client? Duh. Common sense, right? Okay. So now let's move to the next topic. Puro apply, walang reply. Oops. Ouch! Mga VA dyan. Constant rejection and ghosting. Ano daw yun? They've updated their resumes and dozens of cover letters, join multiple FB groups, yet silent. This slowly kills their confidence and motivation. So again, this entire topic, number 2, main problem nila, puro apply, walang reply. Ghosting. Okay? You can create an entire ebook again just for this topic alone. Okay, so imagine mo meron ka ng 2 ebook na pwedeng gawin. Crazy, right? Number 3, walang niche. Ano yun? They don't know what services to offer. Okay, so a lot of VAs can probably relate to this. Marunong sila sa bookkeeping. Marunong sila sa social media marketing. They can do customer service. You know, wala silang niche. So sabi rito, ni ChatGPT, they hear experts say, mag-specialize ka, but how do you even pick a niche if you don't even know where you're good at? Makes sense, right? Because again, if you're, say, a bookkeeper for, say, many years, right? It's easy to assume na, this is my job. I'm not expert at this. That's the thing, right? So you actually know a lot. You have a lot of experiences, you have a lot of knowledge. But again, if you've been doing it kasi for many years, it's easy to assume na you don't know much. So maybe, kaya nahihirapan ka mag-decide. So again, balik tayo rito. Number 3 is walang niche. That alone, again, it's another ebook that you can create, 30 to 50 pages, very specific, easily 500 pesos again, or even 1,000 pesos that you can sell. Okay? So ano, may additional pa pala rito, may mga emotional cost pa pala. They waste months of learning skills they never use. Canva, Notion, marketing funnel, automation, and so on and so forth. They end up overwhelmed and confused. Okay? So what is, ano daw? They're craving for a clear step-by-step system to identify a profitable niche, high-paying service that they can master even without years of experience. Interesting. So as you can see, we're just serving one specific target market. Meron na agad tayong what? 10 possible ebook that we can create. But wait, there's more. Okay, just wait. Do not create 10 ebooks in the beginning. Okay, so do not make a mistake. Oh, I'm gonna create 10 ebooks and I'm gonna sell 10. So I'm gonna sell 100 and then I'm gonna sell it for 500. Yes, easily 50,000 pesos a month. No, just pick one topic for now. Okay, madali na mag-expand later on. You don't wanna spread yourself too thin, so to speak. Okay, because I'm assuming you have a limited time. You have a limited attention, you have a limited energy, you have a limited resources. So thinking 10 ebooks or even 3 ebooks will be great. No, just one. Focus ka lang on one thing. Believe me, I've done this so many times. And distraction is a killer. Okay, darating kasi yung point na, okay, creating more ebook, is this a great opportunity or just a distraction? In many cases, it's just a distraction. Just sell one ebook. Okay, pag nakabenta ka na ng 100 copies, then you start to scale. But in the beginning, one muna. Alright? So now, we have getting their first paying client. So, fill up na natin yung ating Clarity Sentence Framework. So, balik tayo. So, this is our Clarity Sentence Framework. Okay? So, in here, nalaman natin, o yung target natin, yung first topic is yung getting their first paying client. Okay? So very specific, I help aspiring virtual assistants who are struggling with getting their first paying clients through blank. So isa na lang. Okay? Isa na lang and then makakagawa na tayo ng ebook natin. Ano yun? Core concept and unique mechanism. Okay? So let's go back to ChatGPT. Alright, ngayon balik na tayo sa ChatGPT and now we have a new prompt. Again, you will get a copy sa description ng video na to. I'm gonna give you a link to a document so you can get this. So, in here, sinabi natin, the first line is, I'd like to write an ebook based on getting the first paying client. Okay, so yun na yun. Yun yung gusto nating topic na i-cover sa ating ebook. Now, give me 5 unique core concepts as a solution. The objective is to make this different, attractive, and really stand out over its competitors. So gusto natin magkaroon kasi ng unique mechanism. Again, why? Because there are a lot of people probably selling the same topic. Pero gusto natin what? Maging kakaiba. So when people see your ebook or cover or your marketing materials, they start to see, oh, this is unique, this is different. I want to know more. Right? Yun yung gusto mo eh. Hindi yung nakita nila yung website mo o yung ebook mo, like, yeah, narinig ko na yan. You know what I'm saying? So you want to grab their attention, hook them, and then hopefully, they're gonna buy from you. So ngayon, hihingi tayo ng advice, again, kay AI and ChatGPT to give us the, what will be the best unique core concept for your, the solution na ipoprovide natin sa mga target market natin, which is aspiring virtual assistant. Hit enter. And ngayon, magbibigay ngayon yan ng 5 unique core concept. Okay, number 1, the problem of getting first paying client. Tingnan natin. Okay, the client magnet blueprint. Uy, interesting. You don't chase client, you attract them. Uy, interesting. Okay. The second is the shortcut to yes. Ang core concept niya is getting a client doesn't need 100 applications, just the right one. Okay, focuses on laser-targeted client outreach using proven cold email scripts, mini projects, and soft ask formula. Oof. Sounds interesting, right? The VA passport. Core concept niya, you don't need experience. You need the right passport to cross into the world of high-paying clients. Nice. Let's see. Ang positioning niya, it teaches how to build authority and perceive experience through mock work, borrowed proof, and social signals. Uy. Okay. So as you can see, hindi na natin iisa-isahin. May mga iba't ibang positioning siya. Okay. So obviously, it's your decision which one do you feel na mas pasok dun sa panglasa mo, so to speak. Pero ang gawin natin, huwag na tayong lumayo. I like the shortcut to yes. Parang kasing nung sinabi niya yung soft ask formula, parang, that sounds nice, right? That sounds interesting. So, ngayon, ito yung gagamitin natin. The shortcut to yes. Okay? Select mo lang yan, copy. Balik ka ngayon doon sa ating Clarity Sentence Framework. Okay, so now, balik tayo sa ating Clarity Sentence Framework. Kompleto na siya. Just copy and paste. Viola. Alright? So now, eto na yung magiging core message ng ebook natin. Or someone asks you, hey, what is your ebook is all about? Or if you become a course creator, you decided to turn your ebook into a course, Viola. Oh, I help aspiring virtual assistant who are struggling with getting their first paying client through the shortcut to yes. Bang, right? Or you decided to become a coach, okay? Like online coaching is the same thing, okay? So now we have yung clarity sentence framework. By now, you know exactly what you want, okay? Your target market, the problem, the challenges that they have, and the solution that we will provide. Now, we can use this to, again, you can update your bio, social media, and so on and so forth, okay? So that they know exactly what you do and who you are. But most importantly, magagamit na natin to feed ChatGPT to help us craft, nagalit F and Pico. Okay? So, we have to, saan na tayo? So, now we know what to feed ChatGPT to craft us an ebook that people are willing to pay for. That's the key, okay? Something ebook that you will be proud, an ebook that your customers will thank you for creating it for them. All right? So now let's go back again kay ChatGPT to give us an outline of our ebook. All right, now we are back to ChatGPT at binigyan natin siya ng simple instructions. Give me an outline with a maximum of 10 chapters for an ebook based on this. This is copy-paste mo yung clarity sentence na nagawa natin. All right? Again, ang ebook normally just a short report between 6 to 10 chapters. Again, you don't have to go 10 chapters, just so you know, okay? It should land roughly about 50 pages, or I think about 15,000 words, more or less, okay? Again, the key in setting information is this. Hindi siya, ang taong bumibili ng information, hindi siya parang bumibili ng bigas na say 50 pesos per kilo, for example. Oh, you buy 1 kilo, 50 pesos. You buy 3 kilos, you have to pay 150. Hindi siya sa number of pages. Hindi siya sa number of words. Hindi, do not assume na the longer or the more pages it is, the more valuable it is. No, absolutely not. Okay? When people buy information, what are they trying to do? Remember? From the very first part of our video. They want to save time. They want a shortcut. So why give them 300 pages when you can only they can get the same result for 30 pages? It just makes no sense. Tama? So do not make an assumption na that's how people work or that's how they behave. Absolutely not. Okay? So just trust my word. I've been in this business for 18 years. So maybe I know something. Just a little bit. Okay? So, okay. So balik tayo rito. Hit enter. So magbibigay na ngayon si ChatGPT ng ng outline ng ating ebook that we can sell that make money again. Remember, it feel like it takes so long, Ryder, yung ginagawa natin. But simply because I am teaching you this while I do this, okay? But if you just follow along, you probably have an outline of your first ebook in 10 minutes or even less, or bago pa lumamig yung kape mo. Alright? So now, ganito na. So binigyan niya na tayo ng 10 chapter dahil we know exactly kung yung target market natin, we know exactly kung ano yung problemang susolusyonan natin, and now we have a unique solution. Now, it's easier for AI or ChatGPT to produce as a high-quality ebook. Alright? So ang title daw ng ebook is this: The Shortcut to Yes, How Aspiring Virtual Assistants can land their first client without guessing, begging, burning out. Pagod ka na bang mag-beg to land a client? Burn out ka na ba? Ilang months ka na ba? Well, guess what? We got you, bro. We got you, sis. Alright? Okay. Ano daw yung clarity sentence natin? Okay, ito na yung ginawa natin. So I don't have to go through in here. This is just a demonstration. So meron na tayo maximum 10 chapters. Chapter 1, why you're not getting hired even if you're trying hard. Alright? Ano yung mga top 3 topics? The application trap, why 90% of beginners apply wrong, the difference between activity and strategy, the real reason clients don't say yes. Boom. Chapter 2, the shortcut yes. Ito na yung inintroduce na natin yung solution, right? Yung unique core concept natin, yung unique mechanism natin, the shortcut to yes, right? The overview of the system. So nagbigay siya ng system na yon. All right? Number 3, find your sweet spot. Clarity creates confidence. Stop learning everything. Choose your starter offer. Ano ba yung una mong offer? Right? You don't want to be like a fruit salad. Okay? Ang dami mong offer. Ano ka ba? Sino ka ba talaga? Ano ba talagang expertise mo? Okay? Number 4, build your yes-worthy offer. Crafting an offer so clear and specific, it's hard to ignore. Oh my God. Value versus task. Client pay for outcomes, not effort. And of course, the 3-part yes formula. The result, time frame, and unique touch. Okay, so hindi ko na po iisa-isahin, but by now, meron ka ng idea, okay, na you're watching this and you're seeing this on your screen at the same time. Baka mas gusto mo na lang, sir, John, mag-virtual assistant na lang. Alright? That's how beautiful and powerful it is. Okay, so now, again, we won't have a lot of time to finish an entire ebook. But as you can see from this demonstration, okay, on how, by now you know exactly how to use ChatGPT, AI, how to work with them, okay, the prompt, the tools, okay, and most importantly, you now have an ebook na excited kang gawin. Now, itong part po nito, chapter 1 or chapter, papatira mo na rin yan kay ChatGPT. Literally, hey, can you craft chapter 1? Hey, can you write me in the chapter 1, and then write me chapter 2, write me chapter 3, 4, 5, and then lagay mo na lang sa Word document, okay, to convert it in PDF, viola, may ebook ka na. Or, if you're like me, I love Google Docs, been using more and more, I guess, yung Google Docs, because I can immediately share sa team ko yung product na nagawa namin, and you can also collaborate kung meron kang team member or friend mo, or maybe, you know, and all that, that can help you. You guys can collaborate with Google Documents, and then you can actually use that itself. Once na final mo na yung ebook mo, that is what you will actually sell to your customers. Okay? So having said that, balik tayo and continue tayo sa ating training. And congratulations! May ebook ka na. Yes! Okay. All right, so if you followed along dun sa ating ChatGPT session, by now you already have this confidence in yourself na the product that you will be creating, bibenta. Because again, AI, ChatGPT, isipin nyo na para mas madali, itong AI technology na to, kinuha niya lahat ng information sa internet, pinrocess niya at ibinigay niya sa'yo. Okay, so again, if you follow along with me, dapat meron ka ng 10. Isipin mo yun, in just few minutes, meron ka ng 10 ebook idea or topic that will surely sell. But of course, one of the key secret also sa business na to is focus. Okay, so you don't want to get started with 10 ebooks or even 3 ebooks. Isa lang. Pipili ka muna ng isa. And of course, dun sa training natin, nalaman natin kung ano yung merong high demand at merong urgency. Ibig sabihin again, yung gusto nilang masolusyonan yung problema. Because hindi lahat ng problema gustong solusyonan ng tao, or hindi lahat ng problema willing silang magbayad. Again, so if you've been following along ngayon, meron ka ng confidence, excited ka na, like finally meron na akong digital product, meron na akong ebook, right? Meron na akong topic na it is almost guaranteed to sell because it solves a problem, right? Pasok siya sa criteria natin na non-fiction, check. How to, check. It solves a problem, check. And it solves a specific market, check. Excited ka na ngayon to create your product. Now let's get started on how to create your ebook na talagang mai-inlove yung tao sa'yo. Alright, so it should be by the end of the day, dapat tapos na yung ebook mo or digital product. Can you imagine? Within the day, meron ka ng business. Meron ka na agad mapagkakakitaan. And again, since this is a computer file, you make 100% profits, okay? You can have customers from different part of the world, wala kang inventory, wala kang malaking capital, wala kang malaking product or product na kinakailangang i-package mo at i-ship mo sa customer, wala kang product na mapapanis na katulad ng mga pagkain, mga goods na mga nasisira, right? So can you imagine you only have to do this work once? Sure, like any other legitimate business, this business also requires work. But keep in mind that you may have to work, but keep in mind, you just have to work one time sa pag-create ng digital product mo and you can sell it again and again and again. That is why I'm so excited and passionate about this ebook business because it gives you such opportunity na sa maraming negosyo hindi available. Okay, now we have our ebook. Pwede mo siyang i-save as a PDF or Adobe Acrobat file. So if you are using MS Word, you can save that as a PDF file. Or if you use Google Doc, okay, you can save that as well as a PDF file. One of my favorite recently is we're just giving the exact Google document link dun sa customers namin. So they don't have to even download it. They just have to have internet connection, which most people have naman na, and mababasa na nila agad yung ebook nila. Okay, so that's one of my favorites. So again, as you can imagine, sa mga pinag-usapan natin so far, wala pa tayong expenses, wala tayong nilalabas sa pera. Okay? So basically, we are just using free tools so far. Again, that's one of the reasons I love this business because nearly anyone can get started in this business. They just have to pay attention to what I'm saying and just follow along. Because again, even if I share you everything that I've done in the last 17 and 18 years in this business, kung hindi mo naman gagawin, wala rin namang mangyayari. How do you market and sell your digital product? Okay? So the first thing is, if I'm gonna ask you, kung meron kang isang business na nilaunch, right? Or you sign up as a life insurance agent, or you sign up to sell properties, let me ask you, where do you normally start in selling your business or product? Saan ka nagpupunta? Anong ginagawa mo? Let me guess. It's called social media. That's right. On Facebook, on Instagram, or Twitter, that's where we normally go. And that's how you also want to go. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people, the reason they launched this business because they love the idea ng automation. Yung gigising ka lang sa umaga, kaching, kaching. Meron ng GCash, meron ng PayPal notification, or Stripe if you use a Stripe. Yun yung gusto nilang idea. Gusto nila yung automated, almost hands-free, or at least semi-passive income. Okay, so here's the thing, my friend. Sa simula, mag-manual work ka muna. That is right. Okay, mag-manual labor ka muna. Because here's the thing. Sa umpisa, quite frankly, kahit may ebook ka na, you only have an idea eh. Hanggat hindi ka pa nakakabenta ng isa, dalawa, 10, really, it's just an idea in your head. Lalo na sa umpisa, maybe ang bumili lang sa'yo nanay mo, maybe nahiya lang sa'yo yung best friend mo. Kaya bumili sa'yo. So again, initially, okay lang muna na mag-manual ka, right? Mag-manual ka, benta mo siya sa social media, and pag may bumili, ask for their GCash, or they're gonna ask you to DM you, give their proof of payment, and then send them the link or email to them your ebook. Okay, now, before you sell sa social media, here's one thing that I'd like you to understand. When people go to social media, ang mindset nila, hindi para bumili. Unlike sa mga marketplace na Shopee, Lazada, Amazon, pag ang tao nagpunta dyan, ano yung iniisip nila? They are shopping around. In other words, nasa buying mood sila. So ang people who go to social media, they're not there really to buy. Okay, so how are you going to get their attention? So that's the thing. Before you sell them anything, you have to get the attention of people na maaaring interesado sa binibenta mo. Now, here's the thing. Obviously, hindi lahat ng tao sa mundo o kahit mga best friend mo, classmate mo, or whatnot, will be interested to what you are selling. And that is okay. Wala namang product for everybody. So how are you going to do that? So remember, by this time, meron ka na dapat ebook, meron ka na dapat digital product. Okay, with the help of AI, with all the ChatGPT, you can literally ask ChatGPT to give you educational content that you can post on your social media account. These are text-based, right? You can literally upload your document to ChatGPT. Hey, here's my ebook. Can you write a short educational content that will attract my target market and eventually buy my product? So ChatGPT will give you a lot of content. Okay, so you can literally ask you 5 articles or 5 social media posts. You have to be specific. So if you're gonna post this or market it on Twitter, you have to tell ChatGPT, this is for Twitter, this is for Facebook, okay, this is for Instagram. Okay, yung context is very important. When you work with AI technology, you have to give it a context kung para saan ba. Do not just simply say, oh, can you give me marketing materials? Well, pag sinabi mong marketing, ano ba yan? Facebook ads ba yan? It could be email marketing ba yan? Twitter ba yan? Maybe sa LinkedIn ka ba mag-market? Where? So you have to give it a context. Okay? Ang goal nitong ginawa nating article or social media post is to what? Is to get people's attention. Again, not everyone, but people that you want to serve, which again, yung tinuro natin or pinag-usapan natin in the very first step of this video, sino ba yung gusto mong i-serve? So yung content nung text mo, okay, na kinuha natin sa AI or ChatGPT, ipopost mo lang yun sa Facebook account mo. Post at least twice a day. Mag-post ka sa umaga at mag-post ka sa gabi. Every day, you're just simply giving valuable content. And then by the end of the content, hey, if you're interested, just DM me and I'll send you my ebook or I'll send you, I'll give you more details, right? Meron kang call to action. So, hey, if you're interested, just DM me. And that's it. That could be a very simple call to action. So, again, when people in social media, they're not there to buy stuff, but they be willing to be educated, right? So, again, kung ang target market mo, people, let's say, a mom who just recently gave birth and they want to lose weight. So, ang mga content mo is specifically something that speaks to these people. And then, of course, meron ka lang DMs and, hey, if you're interested to know more, just send me a DM. Hey, if you're interested to know more, just leave a comment below. So, when you do that consistently, people now will start to see you as a valuable resources. Again, we are not telling the world that we are the best in this, that we are the expert, kasi yun yung kinatatakutan ng marami. Sir John, sinong bibili sa akin? Hindi naman ako expert. Hindi naman ako magaling sa English. Hindi naman ako author, and so on and so forth. Well, you don't have to. As long as you are helpful to people, that is more than enough for them to pay attention to you. And once again, nakuha mo na yung attention na yun, okay? Now you continuously give value, and then people will be like, hey, you know what? Yung mga post mo, nakaka-relate ako. I'm interested to what you have to offer. And there you go. Now you start to sell or ebook or send them, hey, I have an ebook, XYZ. If you want a copy, let me know. Here's my GCash, blah, blah, blah. Of course, they will ask some questions. Will that work for me? Ano bang included dyan? This and that. Again, you can simply ask ChatGPT. Dun the same ChatGPT session that we asked for content for social media or article, ganoon na rin. Pag may nakita kang may nagtanong, right? Literally, copy mo yung question and i-paste mo kay ChatGPT, hey, help me respond to this question. And Viola, may sagot ka na. So eventually, the more you do this, the more mo malalaman yung mga common questions nila, common objections nila. And then eventually, magkakaroon ka na ng template. Like literally, copy-paste. Pag may tanong na ito paste mo. Ito yung question, ito yung ipipaste mo. And so on and so forth. Now you're in a role. Now things are getting easier and easier for you. So that's the only time na pag nakakabenta ka na, dun mo palang iisipin, okay, now I need to automate this because it eats up a lot of my time. But again, in the beginning, okay lang mag-manual ka muna. Okay, manual ka muna ng market mo, post ka ng content mo, mag-manual ka muna ng sa mga product inquiry na yan, or pagpaprocess ng payment. Okay, bago ko makalimutan, some people ask me, Sir John, gaano ba kahaba yung ebook na yan? Okay, so normally, pag sinabi nating ebook, it's about 30 to 50 pages. Okay, so again, we're not trying to win a New York Times best-selling author o na meron kang 300 pages. Wala hong magbabasa ng ebook ng 300 pages. That is why, again, pag sinabi nating ebook, think of it as special report, right? So hindi siya yung massive content because again, we're just trying to solve a specific problem of a specific market. So that's the key there. So again, 30 to 50 pages. Anong font size? Could be Times New Roman, Arial, 12 point. Okay, you don't have to put graphics in there unless yung cover, kung gusto mong medyo fancy ng konti, yung cover, pwede mong lagyan. Maraming template dyan sa Canva. Again, for free rin yun. You can just register for free. May mga free templates sila. Of course, may mga paid templates, but you don't have to pay that. You just want a simple cover lang para medyo maganda-ganda tignan yung ebook mo. Also, what I'd love to do is I'd like to add some 2 to 3 simple steps every end of the chapter ng libro ko, ng ebook ko, na meron siyang parang exercises o yung tinatawag kong quick wins. Okay? Quick wins. Ano yung quick wins? Ibig sabihin na pag nabasa nila isang chapter, by the end of the chapter, merong ilang few steps or questions that they need to answer, for example, na pag ginawa nila, they will start to feel na, uy, it actually works. Uy, this is actually helpful. Because again, ang goal natin, hindi relational lang, yung relation one time, big time lang. Alam mo yun? Yung ayaw mong mag-business na one time lang bibili sa'yo at never nang babalik. No, you want people to keep coming back to you again and again and again. And how are you going to do that? But by making them feel na yung content o yung libro o yung ebook na binila sa'yo is actually helpful. So having yung quick wins sa tinatawag, it will help them realize and feel na, uy, nagbayad ako ng ganito, may nakuha na ako. So kahit na hindi pa nila nakukuha yung ultimate goal nila, but the fact na meron silang naramdaman a certain emotion, ng joy, ng excitement, o yung momentum nila, right? That is more than enough for them to really feel na yung binili nila sa'yo o yung binayad nila sa'yo ay sulit. Alright, now pag-usapan naman natin how much ka mag-charge ng ebook mo. Okay, so over the years, marami na nagbago because of the changes of the market. I tell to my students, start with 500, 600 pesos. Okay, now let's just say you started with 600 pesos. Upon launch nung product mo, okay, maybe in 4 days, for example, hey guys, I just launched my ebook about XYZ. I will be selling it for 600. But for the next 4 days, you can get it for 50% off for just 300 pesos. Okay? So that's the key here. Parang may initial surge of income or sales ka na papasok. And that's where you will really, really get excited. Because sometimes, sa buhay, may mga bagay kang gustong paniwalaan. Tama? Maybe itong ebook business na to, gusto mong paniwalaan. Pero hanggat hindi mo pa nararamdaman yung first sale mo na tinatawag. Really, this is just a theory, at least sa isip mo. You may still be doubting, will this work or whatnot? Tama? So kahit na pakita ko sa iyo ang many successful students ko, mga testimonials nila, maaaring hindi ka pa rin maniniwala. Pero once na na-experience mo na yung first sale na tinatawag, yung may bumili sa'yo, may nagbayad sa GCash or credit card, right? Or PayPal mo. And that's like you transition from unbelief to become a believer. So again, so that's the key. That is why I'd like you to start with 600, 500 pesos and then get 50% off, 250 or 300 pesos on your first launch nung ebook mo. Para again, meron ka ng surge of income and yung momentum mo, you had a great start to continue in this ebook business. Okay, so now, for example, nakabenta ka na ng 10 ebook, yung idea mo ay talagang naging reality na, right? Hindi na siya parang trial pa lang. You already know that your product is actually selling and you're now making money, maybe hindi pa life-changing, but enough for you to really grow your business. Okay? The key here, guys, is pag kumita kayo sa umpisa, huwag nyo munang gastusin. I-reinvest mo pabalik sa negosyo mo para lumaki yung negosyo mo. That is like business 101. So here's what you're gonna do. Once you've proven na bumibenta na yung e-book mo, now you can start to consider automating some of your work or some of your marketing. This will be the fun part. Again, like in anything, sa umpisa, you know, you're new to this, naturally, nalilito ka. Normal lang yun. Kung hindi ka nalilito, malamang wala kang natututunan. Okay? So, it's okay lang kung sa umpisang gamit mo ng certain ChatGPT or Google document, first time mo lang, or you don't even know how to respond sa inquiries and all that. Over those, the more you do it, the more you will be more comfortable. You're getting out of your comfort zone. And again, that's the key here as well. Sa pagnegosyo, you must be willing to get out of your comfort zone. So, one of the biggest part of my marketing is using email. Email, that is right. You probably heard about email marketing, and you might be following me. If you subscribe to my website, you receive email from me every day. Maybe from some store or shops na binili mo, you receive email from them. Okay? So again, email is still powerful despite of the social media platform. Now, it's easy to think, may email pa ba? Eh, lahat nasa social media na, this and that. People spend more time in social media. Sure, a lot of people spend more time sa social media because, quite frankly, in many cases, it's just an entertainment platform. But the big thing with email is you own the media. Okay? Pag may Facebook ka, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, you know, those are nice. But lahat yan para lang tenant. Ibig sabihin, they can kick you out if they wanted to. Okay? Don't believe me, ask around those people na sinutdown yung Facebook page nila, Facebook group nila, ngayon nagkukumahog sila, hindi nila alam paano nila i-market o ibenta yung product nila. Remember, when you are in this platform, merong mga rules and regulations dyan. And in many cases, they are not very friendly. Okay? So you have to be really careful. So that is why I love email. Because kahit na mawala ako sa all the social media platform, suddenly I'm gone. Well, guess what? I can still sell tomorrow because I have an email list. All right. Now, how do you actually get emails and how do you use these tools? Okay? So, back in the day, merong tinatawag na autoresponder. Okay? Kung maalala ninyo, back in the day, pagka nag-email kayo sa isang company, for example, and then naka-leave yung tao, di ba meron kang yung auto-response or yung auto-reply? Tama? Ang tawag doon yung autoresponder. Sa cellphone, di ba? Sa phone, pag tinawag mo, merong voicemail, right? Somehow, it is also an autoresponder. But over the years, marami na pong naging development doon. Hindi lang siya autoresponder na. Though still we call it autoresponder, but in many cases, naging CRM na siya because finally, dati, pag may nag-email lang sa'yo, doon ka lang magre-respond. Right? You have really no idea to capture their email and so on and so forth. So ngayon, naging CRM na siya. Again, from autoresponder, naging CRM na siya. So these are the tools that you use to send a broadcast email. That's another beauty about email. Sure, some of them, they may still go sa promotion tab. Some of them may go to spam folder. That is part of the business. But think about social media. So let's just say you have a 100,000 followers sa Instagram or sa TikTok or sa Facebook. Let me ask you, pag nag-post ka ba ng video, image, or text sa social media, yung 100,000 followers mo ba, makikita yung content mo? Malamang hindi. Right? Sa email, at least sigurado kang magsisend lahat yun sa mga email subscribers mo. So that's one of the beauty of having an email list. Sa business po, ang email list is like an asset. Okay? Yung social media kasi, you may say it again, it's an asset, but then again, you are para kang tenant. In other words, nangungupahan ka lang. With email list, you own your properties. So, ang gagawin natin, because there are so many CRM and tools out there, gagawa na lang ako ng parang special list or report included in this video. And I'm gonna give you some of my recommendations. But basically, quite frankly, they're all the same. Magkakatalo na lang yan sa pricing, how much you're willing to pay every month. Yung iba, kung saan ka komportable. Okay? Because in many cases, itong mga CRM na to, naging bloated na sila eh. Parang sobrang dami na ng functionality. Pero quite frankly, maybe 20% lang doon yung magagamit mo. Parang sa cellphone mo. If you're gonna think about it, if you launch your phone, marami kang apps dyan. But if you'll be honest, there are only few apps na lagi mong ginagamit every day. So the same thing with CRM. Marami silang features, marami silang tools. The good news is you don't have to learn all those features. Ang gusto mo lang malaman is how do you capture your email list or email subscribers, and then how do you write an email, and then how to broadcast your email. That's it, at least sa beginning ng iyong ebook business or online business. Okay, now let's get into more details on how to use this email marketing. And because again, this is one of my strengths, or should I say the foundation of my online business. You might be thinking, Sir John, hindi man ako writer. How do I send an email? Right? How often do I send an email? Anong laman ng email ko? This and that. Well, again, the good news is because of AI and ChatGPT, it can help you write an email. Now, when you work with AI, you have to give it a context. So normally you ask or you tell to ChatGPT, hey, I would like you to act as an email copywriter. I would like you to write an email that will give valuable content to my reader. And then there's a subtle, or sa English, ano ba subtle? Mga simpleng call to action in the end where it leads to my sales page where I sell my ebook. ChatGPT should know yung ebook mo. So make sure that you upload your ebook kay ChatGPT, attach mo yun para meron siyang idea kung ano yung topic mo. So ganun lang, every email mo, there should be at least one valuable content na may matututunan yung target market mo. Again, kung ang target market mo is single dating for men, right? Or dating for a single dad, then ano ba yung one of the best advice na bibigay mo today for a single dad? So ganun lang, every day, again, using AI or ChatGPT, you can create email that hindi basta nagmamarket or nagbebenta ka. Because wala namang gustong mag-subscribe sa website mo tapos knowing na bebentahan mo lang sila again and again. So you want to be educational. Okay? So yung mga email mo, educational, and then in the end, merong sa atin lang, hey, if you want to know more, click this link or get this free or get this ebook or check out this ebook. So ganun lang. Every day you do it again and again. Now, over time, magkakaroon ka na ng parang sabihin na nating library of emails. So here's where the beauty and the automation comes in. Itong mga CRM na to, meron silang mga automation na you can design or you can define how often at anong oras mo isi-send yung email mo. So for example, when someone sign up to your website, okay, they enter their first name, they enter their email address. Pwede mong sabihin sa CRM mo, hey, as soon as someone sign up, send this email. Okay? And then you can tell to your CRM, after 24 hours, send this email. And then another 24 hours, send this email. And then another 24 hours, send this email. So, over time, nabubuo yung machine mo. Right? Para siyang compounding. When someone sign up to your website, whenever, kahit anong oras, kahit anong araw, kahit nasaan sila, they will receive those email na nakaset up na sa automation mo. So in other words, you are now marketing automatically. And this is what I love. Ito na yung mga moment na you're gonna wake up, merong benta sa GCash mo, or merong nag-email sa'yo, nag-send ng proof of payment, or kung nagbayad ng credit card via PayPal or Stripe or whatever tool that you use, Viola. Ito na yung exciting part na mapagising mo sa umaga, mga PayPal notifications ang marireceive mo. Again, because you use na yung automation. But remember, so umpisa pa lang ng video na sinabi ko, in the beginning, okay lang munang mag-manual. Why again? Because complexity is the enemy of execution. Ulitin ko, complexity is the enemy of execution. If you will be doing this part of automation, Sir John, diretso na ako sa automation, this and that. And then marami kang mga araling tools. Aaralin mo to, this and that. Magiging komplikado lang sa'yo sa umpisa or in the beginning. So ano mangyayari? Mapapagod ka, of course, may trabaho ka, you're raising kids and all that, and then now you start to make excuses. Bakit hindi mo magawa tong ebook business na to? And then, sisisihin mo ang mga taong katulad ko. Sasabihin mong nag-hype lang kami ng mga business opportunity, but quite frankly, tinatamad ka lang or na-overwhelm ka. In many cases, my friend, hindi ka tamad. It's just that you get overwhelmed with so many things that you want to do. So that's the key here. Take baby step, one step at a time. Again, follow along. Pag manual payment ka muna, pag kumikita ka na, then tsaka mo na gawin itong mga automation na to. Alright, now you might be wondering, okay, how do I get the person's name and email address? If you sign up to many of these CRM na mga binanggit ko, meron silang mga templates. Okay, like literally drag and drop, you just edit the text and so on and so forth na pwede mong ilagay sa website mo. We're talking about literally copy and paste. My God, nung nag-umpisa ako sa negosyo na to, wala yung mga ganitong tools. Kinakailangan talaga medyo meron ka ng web design skills for you to get started, or you have to hire someone to help you with this. Ngayon, literally in minutes, meron ka ng website, in minutes, meron ka ng squeeze page na tinatawag. Ito po yung, again, yung opt-in form or opt-in page. Ito yung page where you ask for someone's first name and email address. And then again, once they sign up, dito magkikick in yung mga automation na nakikita ninyo. Alright, now, the more you do this, the more you build your email list. Lumalaki na yan for 10, 50, 100,000. There was at some point, I have an email list of 750,000 Christians from different part of the world. That is right. Lumaki na po talaga yung email list ko. And then, of course, we use an automation. Again, like any other marketing platform, it evolves, it changes. Okay? Ngayon, ang email list, hindi na siya sabihin na nating mas komplikado na siya. Because back in the day, wala pa namang walang primary tab. You know, it's either inbox lang or spam. Ngayon, may mga different tabs sa sila. That's part of the business. Ganun talaga. But the key here is you will be consistent. And mas madali maging consistent pag may system ka na. Again, if you've been following along, yung development natin ng CRM natin, ng email list natin, dapat meron ka ng system para mas madali sa yung mag-market, mas madali sa yung magbenta, right? So ako ginagawa ko, especially before AI or ChatGPT, every morning, I just write email. Parang nagsisend ka ng email to your friend, right? Every day naging habit ko na yan. Eh ngayon with AI or ChatGPT, it's like, oh my God, you can have an email within 5 minutes. Again, wala na po tayong excuse, my friend. With all this AI technology, nasa sa atin na yan because money loves speed. Now, the thing is with AI, nagiging madali ng lahat. So ano na magkakatalo? Execution. So people who gonna make a lot of money and succeed in this business are not people na nanood lang ng video ng katulad nito, tapos hindi naman nag-execute. No, people who will take action or execute, those are the people who gonna make the most money in this industry. Okay, now, you might be wondering, Sir John, how do I make people sign up to my website? That's a very good question, okay? So you need an ethical bribe. This can be a special report. Could be just a one-page report. It could be just a simple template. Anything that you feel that will be beneficial or exciting enough for your customer to get it. So sa restaurant, pa nagpunta ka sa isang fast food, di ba meron silang yung ibang restaurant, meron silang taste test. Bibigyan ka nila nasa maybe sa toothpick, yung meat ng chicken or ng beef, patitikman nila sa'yo pag nagustuhan mo, hopefully you buy. So basically, it's the same thing. I call it an ethical bribe. Because bribe siya, but not in a negative way. Okay? So again, not because you have a website there where people can enter their first name and email, doesn't mean they're gonna give their personal email or first name or personal information. Again, hindi porket for free, it doesn't mean magsa-sign up sila. So you need to provide something free in return sa pagbibigay nila ng first name and email address nila. Again, this could be, as I've said, it could be a short report. It could be a 5-page report. There was one time I'm giving away a 1-page checklist. That can be one. Or again, it depends kasi sa market mo eh. So for example, kung ang market mo is keto diet, and say one of their biggest challenge nila sa Philippines eh, anong kakainin ko? Ano bang mga substitute ko sa carbohydrates? Right? So you can literally give away a checklist na mga substitute sa carbohydrates. Kasi sa mga keto diet, bawal yung mga pasta, rice, bread, and so on and so forth. So you can literally give a simple checklist of substitute with for all these carbohydrates. So what will happen is, again, once you have that, you can just give it away for free in exchange of their first name and email address. Now, nung first part ng video natin, remember, in the beginning, nasa manual stage pa tayo. Remember that? We give away content sa social media, we post it twice a day, and then ang call to action natin is to DM you, for example, right? But now, dahil meron na tayong website, meron na tayong automation, we can give that away for free. So again, dun sa content na ginagawa mo in the beginning where you ask them to DM you, instead of asking them to DM you, you can ask them to subscribe to my website to get you this free report na pinamimigay mo. Again, itong free report, hindi ito yung ebook na binibenta mo, ha? This is just a teaser. Kumbaga sa pelikula, ito yung, anong tawag natin doon, pagka may mga upcoming Spider-Man or Superman, may trailer sila. Diba? Normally, yung trailer, yun yung mga biggest highlight ng movie. Diba? So somehow, yung ethical bribe mo is the same thing. What could be just one major thing na ma-excite silang malaman? And in return, ibibigay nila yung first name and email address. So in return nun, magsasubscribe sila sa website mo. And then from there on, makaka-receive na sila ng regular email with you. Parang you're building relationship, right? So sabi ko nga yung kilite principle. KLT, people will do business with someone they know, they like, and they trust. So think about it, my friend. Hindi ka naman bibili sa taong hindi mo kilala, hindi mo gusto, at hindi mo pinagkakatiwalaan. So how are you going to develop itong know, like, and trust or yung kiliti na ito na tinatawag? Paano mo ba makukuha yung kiliti ng tao? By continuously giving value to them via email. And again, because email is your own platform, you have control. You can send it as many as you want, as often as you want. But of course, ideally, 1 to 2 emails per day should be more than enough. Now, let's talk about, okay, Sir John, say for example, I have 1,000 email subscribers. So what should I expect to get from them? Now, obviously, hindi sila lahat bubuksan ang email mo. Hindi lahat sila magbabasa. There will be people that are gonna enter an invalid email. That is part of our business. But expect at least 5% ng email subscribers mo ay bibili sa'yo if you do the right marketing and selling. Some of them will buy immediately. Some of them maybe after 1 week. Some of them after 1 month. Some of them will be after 1 year. And again, that is okay. As long as you do it consistently with using AI or ChatGPT, you don't even have to worry about anong email yung isisend mo, right? AI and ChatGPT can help you with that. Again, the key here is you consistently market and sell. Again, sa lahat po ng mga pinag-usapan natin, my friend, this is not something that you have to do 8 hours a day. You don't even have to quit your job to get started in this business. Lahat pong ito, you can get started with a little an hour a day. Obviously, the more time that you spend, the faster the result will be. So if you are sick and tired of your job, matagal mo nang gustong mag-quit, kaya lang walang negosyo na you feel na magkakaroon ka ng financial security, then this might be it. But again, you have to consider it as one of the biggest business opportunity there is. Kasi like in anything in life, you know, pagka you only gonna do this whenever you feel like it, well, anong klaseng result ang ini-expect mong makuha? Right? You gotta be honest, you gotta be realistic. Take this as like a legit business na parang nagtayo ka ng restaurant mo, imagine. Right? Pupunta ka ba sa restaurant? Bubuksan mo ba yung restaurant mo? Pagka-fill mo lang? Of course not, right? You have to be consistently open. So, ganun din sa ganitong business. Alright, so kunwari, set up na lahat ng automation mo, may email ka na, may product ka na, and all those things. Bumibenta ka na. Let's just say there was a time na bumibenta ka na ng, 10 copies per month, 20 copies per month, 30 per month, right? And then you might be wondering, Sir John, I'm very thankful sa video na to. Marami ako natutunan. But I want to make more money. Okay? That's the key there. Di ba? Pag nakabenta ka na kasi ng isa, hindi na mahirap isipin na makakabenta ka ng 10. Pag nakabenta ka ng 10, hindi na mahirap isipin paano ka makabenta ng 100 copies. Again, common sense. So dito na po papasok yung mga advertising na nakikita ninyo. If you've been following me along, you probably saw some of my Facebook ads. Pero again, sa umpisa, huwag mo munang aralin itong mga to. Again, balik tayo sa sinabi ko from the very beginning, complexity is the enemy of execution. If you're trying to learn all these things all at the same time, sure ma-overwhelm ka, mapapagod ka, and you start to say, oh, hindi para sa akin itong business na to. And the worst part yung gagawin mo pag spiritualize na, oh, hindi will ni Lord ang business na to. No, maaaring ito na yung will ni Lord. Kaya lang, na-overwhelm ka. So just take baby step. Enjoy your journey, right? Every step of the way, okay? May natututunan ka, whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not. Maybe ginagawa mo na to for a bit, pero wala ka pang significant income. And then you start to think, wala siguro mangyayari. No, you're just building muscles, building skills, right? Like in anything, in basketball. Initially, layup lang alam mo. And then, you set some jumper, pull-up jumper, step back now. Ngayon, meron ka ng 3-point shot. You stack up your skills. So, my friend, I hope marami kang natutunan for this entire YouTube video in terms of how to launch your ebook business. Again, this video will be valuable pag in-apply mo. Okay? You don't want to be information obese. Ano yun? Yung taong maraming alam. Pag tinanong mo kumusta ang online business mo, sabihin nila, and they're gonna come up with 100 excuses why they cannot do it. Believe me, my friend, I've been doing this for a long time. And I've coached thousands of people. And I have students that made 7 figures. Yung iba, multi-7 figures in this business. And the difference is not because mas matalino sila, mas magaling sila, they have a higher IQ, or magaling sila sa English, or expert sila. Absolutely not. These are ordinary people. Pero ang pinagkaiba, bakit sila kumita ng milyon-milyon, is they took action. Because sabi nga, faith without action is dead. Have a great day. Bye-bye.